I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal, no disguise needed. A voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes, the peak, the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids.
All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes against another human opponent other than the three that I've played. I'm going to try to. We'll see how it goes. Going to put that work in. Work at some overtime. But like we talked about, EMAC, got to play my game, play my A game like I was telling OC. Control the clock, solid run game, pass when I need to, solid defense. Stay within myself and don't panic. Indeed you do, Mr. Page. Here we go. How you doing?
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA
Good luck.
Bank Field here in
This is the first time I'll be playing in a franchise against a human opponent other than my friends that I've known for years. So.
It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And my friend joined as the Steelers, I think, last night. I convinced him to join as well. So.
As we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go. Good start.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Heineke on first down. Right side to Williams. So the completion good for
Heineke,
6 yards. And it'll be second down.
I saw Jared Goff was hurt.
You're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally.
When did that happen?
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said.
That sucks.
Can you do it all game long?
Ugh.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position.
It's funny because it's kind of weird me playing against the Lions because on my franchise the past 3 years I've played, the past 3 seasons up to this point I've played as Lions, so yeah.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Heineke now.
There we go. There we go.
But it's intercepted.
Come on. All right, cool.
Take possession of the football.
Nice pick. Thanks.
Interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the
That's what I was hoping for, honestly.
Them a little bit more, but you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Quick
there it is. There it is. There it is.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Audible. I saw you move your linebackers up. I'm like, all right.
Take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst.
So are you run heavy? I mean, are you trying to do a 50-50 split or so? I'm just curious.
For touchdown scored or yardage. What do you
Yeah.
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types
He's still young.
those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And the play fake, and now Heineke. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
Well, it's either I go after the guy in the pattern, or I try to go for the quarterback there. That's like, what do? You know? I was a no man if I had to try to go for it.
It's a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Swift on the counter. And hit behind the
Oh!
I believe a Lion was there to recover.
Man, you were right there. You were right there.
Wow. That ball gets
You got lucky there, man. I'll be honest.
Comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a give, right side, Swift.
Man.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now.
Yeah, I was playing as DeAndre in year 1. I got it from like, what, an 80 down up to a 99 in like 14 weeks or something like that. I had like 4,000 yards rushing with him or something like that. It was something ridiculous.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, Leslie. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run here with Swift.
You just got through there.
This one in for a
Yeah. Try to finish.
With his 6th
So I figured you're going to run it.
on the year.
Yeah.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this.
You were not. Yeah, I would too. I would too.
Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. He's not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost
running a stretch play. Here we go. Here we go.
Anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back, it just never materialized.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here.
Oh, you didn't get it. You didn't get it.
He will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
Decision time.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Oh, you're going for it. All right.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th
Yep.
down.
I had 2 guys to cover there. I figured you were going to pass it there. Good play. Good play.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops,
so we're even.
Good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Flag? Really?
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Seven, our score after 1.
This rain. I'm not sure if I like this rain or not.
Here's Lawrence.
Where is he throwing that to?
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He threw that like 5 yards off the mark.
From the defensive perspective, in the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing.
What the hell was that?
The defense knows where they're going with the football.
It had to have slipped out of his hand.
You have to make sure you
There's no other reason for that. I was literally throwing it to Hollywood Brown there.
From the 30. Now a toss for Swift left side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means
that wasn't even close to being accurate.
The guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Wow.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a
What's
yard.
up?
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Heineke. It's
there we go.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I upgraded my secondary when I joined.
They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
Uh-huh.
Not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Heineke. Keeps himself upright.
There we go. There we go. There's that defense. There's that linebacking core.
For their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there.
That's what I'm looking for. Oh, no. Was he unblocked?
Couldn't evade all of them.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away.
Oh, you missed it anyways.
And this is going to wind up left.
I was going to block that. That's okay.
And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down.
I play dangerously sometimes, and a lot of times it burns me, but sometimes it does work.
And found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And
close.
First down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Yep.
The Jaguars are 1-0 in the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their
that was
guys all the time.
dangerous.
Separation.
Clearly.
That's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
You see him, but you didn't stop him. You see him, but you didn't stop him. I was waiting. I was waiting for him to come open.
Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. ETN.
Walk it in. Walk it in.
Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off.
And now it's blocked.
No.
Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Oh, my God.
Going down the left side. It's
You know what it is? It's the fucking weather. Because my kicker was slow as hell on that play. He was slow as hell on that play.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh,
yeah.
wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
I don't think that's ever happened to me before, honestly.
That second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then
Well,
there's a second thud.
that's
when there's a
interesting.
block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is.
What do you say to that? You know?
Takes it at the 7. And he is out of bounds.
Good run.
As they'll start up past the 30.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side.
And now this is intercepted.
Wow.
Picked up by linebacker Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
All right, I'll be honest. I was not expecting that to happen.
Right there, partner.
I knew Miles Jack was right there, but I was not expecting that to happen.
With the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark.
Okay, I don't even know where he was throwing that to either.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
On third down, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Appreciate it. You're stopping my inside run game. I like to run inside. You're just blowing it up like the whole game. I had to do something.
We're on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yards.
Figured RPO, stretching it outside might work.
If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence, touchdown.
Read that needle.
Touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on.
All right, that worked
still
okay.
Early in the season, and a lot can happen. But this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Year 2 of my Detroit franchise, I think I had like 8 runbacks for touchdowns. Or something. It was something crazy. Jamal Agnew. Oh, really? Nice.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 84 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because
yeah,
they used the ground game to
DeAndre's kicking my ass here, for sure. And I wouldn't expect anything different, right?
from the 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know,
When
OC.
you get good yards like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire
My friends are
offense.
chatting.
But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of
On
things,
YouTube.
he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after
Stream
the
in the
game
game.
7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Swift.
Ah, he blocked up.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now, here's a zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were.
Well, I mean,
the red zone.
yeah, the rain's
This
killing
defense
you,
gets 2
but
more stops,
shit, I
they can
mean,
keep them out of that area.
Lawrence, I don't know what the hell he was throwing on those 2 passes, right?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Damn it, I keep getting blocked up in the line.
Before going out.
And I know you're running it outside. I know that. I can't stop it.
Pickup of 14. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him.
The rain has
where he
no
said of
friends. That's what my
himself,
friend said.
I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Ain't that the truth?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Heineke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
There we go.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Heineke.
Oh, come on. You got to pick that.
That was well played.
God.
That's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Rosas' kick is good.
All right.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Okay. 8-point lead. Tight game.
So we have reached halftime here.
Interesting
What's an
game.
8-point game? As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
So why is it 9-minute quarters and not like 10?
Start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was.
Marquise had a step, but it wasn't enough.
Possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground.
I agree, Mac. I definitely forced that ball.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past
really the first mistake I've made all game.
Seems like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Swift. And he is in.
You're in. Okay, cool.
Touchdown Detroit.
I deserve that TD.
Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him catch it.
Oh, come on! It was right there! Man, I knew you were going to do that. That's why I brought Miles Jack out. Brought the linebacker out. I knew you were going to do that.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. I just
missed it. God.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Shut up, Eric.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, all right, cool.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Who the hell's watching my damn chat? 6 people?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
I love how I literally pressed square and it didn't do anything.
Partner, just a second earlier. And
I love that.
Because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action. It's Lawrence. And a throw.
For accuracy again.
Incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
All right, bad punt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Thank you.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of
please fumble it at least once?
49-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now.
Yeah, but you recovered. You weren't supposed to recover it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
You're not following the script here, my friend.
Ball carrier with abandon.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Heineke. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Jameson Williams?
They're able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is close to a first down as
You're
he's
going
tackled
outside.
at the Jaguars' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Heineke. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you're
not exactly bombing it down the field either, are you?
6 and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
I don't think they have. I think you should bomb it down the field more so I can pick it off a couple more times.
Second down and 5.
Right.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
This is going to come down to, like, last play of the game, I think.
With a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mm-hmm.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
How did you get 5 yards on
It'll be
that?
second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there.
It'd be great if I could hold you to 3 here.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
Did not get there. Did not get there.
It's incomplete.
That's my secondary for you, bro.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything.
The Gary Sneed
there was no space
coming in clutch.
And incompletion as a result.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Rosas' kick is good.
You almost didn't make that.
The lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give
that
them the lead.
rain too.
Still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson.
Oh, one gotta beat. One gotta beat.
3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he's got the first
J-Rob
down at the 39-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard.
You saw that guy on the right side, didn't you? If I had a little bit more time, man, that was going to be a bomb. You saw that, didn't you?
First career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Wow, I have no time.
To him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We've watched this a lot.
Untouched.
Still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
Wow.
They can't score.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff up the middle. Leslie, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Swift. Zone, touchdown Lions.
Good play. Good play.
That's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's exactly what I did not need if I was going to have a chance to win this game.
And they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and back. Oh, that's the third.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him at all.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
I did not even see him.
Back. An interception return for a
Damn.
Lions touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree.
Who, my guy?
And I know one thing, though. That team that just got
Well, that's, yeah, but I didn't see the guy in the middle there, honestly, or else I would have thrown it there.
They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. Finding space at the 40.
Yeah.
And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Oh, come on, really?
Time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
This is typical of me, just so you know. I get behind late, and I tend to fall apart, so yeah, you are beating that ass right now. It took you a while, but yes, you are now officially beating that ass right
It's
now.
not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like
I don't know what
that
to do
at the
now.
right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're
I gotta try.
safety in the NFL today, you are
Probably gonna work, but I gotta try.
Linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now a toss for Swift left side. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And
Oh, really?
You clicked him off in your headset. So
Well, I can tell.
And trying to add to this lead.
And
I can tell.
Get this out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between
I'm forcing
last week
it.
and
I'm
this
just
week after that one.
forcing it way too much.
The most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Boy, the run on first down and disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Josh Allen.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, Heineke. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me.
I'm good.
Need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a give right side Swift. And he will lose yardage.
Oh, it's nice that my run defense finally came to play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down.
Where was this first half?
To have been decided already. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the
Yeah.
corner. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case,
a little too late now, but
did have to settle for 3. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Lions are going to get it back here.
And I threw that high, too.
Yet another interception, and I just had to.
I threw that high, too.
But it is now 8.
I think he was going to come up and get it.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss to Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy.
Well, my first half I thought I played well, but the second half I kind of fell apart in the 4th quarter. So
the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
yeah.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
39,
They'll get
42
a dozen there, and
TDs.
the Lions have a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. I do like the fact that, you know, you guys advance every 2 days, so let's just be really cool. I'm going to try to play as much as I can. I can't say I'll be able to play every game because of my work schedule, but they haven't called me today, so... Thanks, you too.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,